Hey guys, it's Johnny on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have to show you is yet another life-size figure. This is the Gemmy animated remake Freddy Krueger, made in 2010 and sold at Spirit Halloween. So obviously this item is based off of the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, and this was released the same year that the movie was released. So that was pretty cool. Not a lot of people are fans of that movie. I actually don't think it's that bad. And I think that this figure is honestly probably scarier than the 2006 version or the 2005. I think it's much scarier. Just the way it looks, the detail, it's very gruesome. It's disgusting, and I think it's awesome. So as I said, this item was introduced in 2010 and ran all the way up to 2012, which was the last year that Gemmy made collapsible life sizes and the last year that Gemmy made good life sizes. This particular model is the 2010 model. I know this because the base does not have holes in it. A few of the other differences is that the face of the 2011-2012 models are much more colored, I guess you could say. I wouldn't say it's more detailed or less detailed. It's just the coloring is a little bit different. It's a little more red instead of a palish. And obviously the later models were much lighter. The bases were made out of a thinner plastic. So those are pretty much the only differences. Not anything too special. Anyway, I purchased this for $250 on Letgo, which is, at the time, I thought it was the best deal ever because I was obsessed with this thing. I wanted one so bad. But it did have a fair share of issues, and it was kind of a pain fixing him, to be honest. Also, the hand was missing a finger, but I was able to get myself a new hand, thanks to Peter, as always. Other repairs I had to do to it was the mouth. The connector piece that goes to the wires that go to the motor was bad, so it just didn't send any of the power to the motor because the connector piece was bad. So basically all I had to do was replace that. It works great now. It didn't even need a gear replacement or anything. It's still perfect. The rubber on the head is actually removable on this one. You don't have to cut it in the back to get the rubber material off. With a little force it will come off. It's very, very difficult, and it takes a lot of patience and time. But really the only thing I needed to fix in the head was the mouth. Other issues, the body turn. The body turn had a gear that was missing one tooth, a single tooth. So what I did was I actually just repositioned it to where that missing side was not going to be touched when the item was fully assembled. I just kind of switched the angle to where the gears could function correctly. Let me see, were there any other issues? Ah, yes! The most annoying issue on this, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me at least a month to get this done, was the arm movement. Okay, so when I got this, the arm made a ticking noise when it went up and down. I thought that was just, a split gear or something like that, and that could be easily fixed. It's not actually that. The issue either has to do with the motor being bad or the resistance. In this case, it was the resistance because the motor spins faster and more than it's supposed to. I could have gone ahead and fixed that, however, I chose a different method. What I did was I put a belt that was pretty poor on the motor that goes to the mechanism. So basically, when there's pressure on the motor, instead of the belt holding it in place and making that annoying ticking noise, the belt will just roll over the mechanism freely. At first I thought that wasn't working because the arm slips down after it rises up. However, I've discovered that all 2010 models have that same issue. I've watched numerous videos, and the only Freddys that have arms that move up and down when they are supposed to are the 2011 Freddys and the 2012 Freddys. So, yes, these are faulty. I bet you could have never guessed. Nonetheless, this is just an awesome item, one of my favorite of all time. I know a lot of people don't like the looks of it. I think it's just amazing, though. I think that the finger movement is just so cool and original, and the only other item up until this year when they made the new Freddy that did that was Jack, and that was much different. The finger movement definitely adds to this when they could have just not done that, so I really appreciate that, and I think it looks really cool. So anyway, enough of me talking. I'm going to go ahead and play the phrases and the song. He has multiple phrases and the one song that repeats a few times. So I guess I'll go ahead and plug them in and I'll show them to you guys.
Why are you screaming? What I have in even got you yet. Ready or not, here I come. Remember me? You can't hurt me. I'm your nightmare. You have nothing to worry about. This won't hurt. One little bit. Your memories are what fuels me. Did you know that after the heart stops beating, the brain keeps functioning for well over 7 minutes? We got 6 more minutes to play. How's this for a wet dream?
Okay, now I guess I might as well go ahead and give you a good close-up look at him. I just had to move him so I could open the door for just one quick second, but if you were wondering why he shifted.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix.